everyone, welcome to another tutorial on YouTube. I am Neeta and I am a calligraphy artist and a coach. And we have already done our basic strokes and how many strokes are there. We discussed that. And also, we discussed each and every stroke's shape and how well to create each basic stroke and how to connect the basic stroke and about the units. So we learned all that in the first session, and then we started with our entry strokes. We are doing our connecting the stroke series. And in connecting the strokes, we have first started with our entry stroke, how entry stroke is connected to each and every other stroke. We did with entry with underturn, entry with oval, entry with descending stem loop, entry with our ascending stem loop, and we did our exceptional cases, how entry stroke and overturn is related, how they are connected, and where they can be used. And we did our entry stroke with our compound curve to create letter variation or in joining two letters together. And after that, we did our underturn stroke. And in underturn stroke, we did how underturn stroke is connected to overturn, and it is used and its uses how to join two letters together. And we did our underturn with oval and how they are connected. We did our underturn and ascending stem loop. So its uses, we did all that. And then we did our underturn and regular compound curve, and where all we can use it. Is it in our connections by joining two letters together? Does it come there, or does it create a particular letter in alphabet? So we discussed everything with that. And lastly, we did our underturn and underturn together and how they create different letters, and how by changing certain like length or shortening it, how it is used with letter W and letter V. Then we did our overturn, how overturn and overturns, when they are connected together, do they form any letter or do they form any connections? So we did everything related to that. And then we did our overturn and regular compound curve and how it creates our letter N, and overturn with oval. So it is not used anywhere. We discussed that. And then we did overturn and reverse compound curve and what all they create, where all they can be used. We did all that. We discussed everything. And then we did our overturn and underturn, and where it can be used in our letters, connecting the strokes or joining two letters together. So we discussed overturn and entry stroke. So we discussed if you have any idea where it can be used, we would love to know. And as far as I am remembering, I don't use any such combination, at least in basic calligraphy. And then is overturn and descending stem loop. So it creates a stroke that we don't use. And it can be used in joining two strokes, maybe. or I have no idea about it. If you have any idea, do let me know in the comments. And then lastly, we did our ascending loop with our overturn. And it is used, not used, as per my knowledge. If you have any knowledge about it, let me know in the comments. And today we are going to start with our ovals. How oval is connected with other basic strokes. Let me grab two colored pens. So let's start. We are starting with our first combination of strokes. We are taking oval and entry stroke. So first we'll create our oval, and then we'll be joining it with our entry stroke. So do you think there is any combination? So this is our oval and this is our entry stroke. And when we combine them together, let's have a look with our pencil first. So if we are creating our oval and we are creating this, so this is not there in any of these strokes combination. I have never seen that. And what I have seen is it is always connected with the mini underturn. And from there, the next letter joins like this or like this, but never like this. So in that case, we can say that we don't use this combination. But yes, we use this combination a lot, like with this oval and entry stroke first that we have already done in our entrance stroke session. That creates our letter A by shortening this height of entry stroke, and oval. So it creates letter O or A or D, whichever letter you want to create in that case, like D or A or G. So it depends. Like it is not necessary that if a letter or if a stroke is using these combinations like entry stroke and oval, it doesn't mean that the same applies with our oval and entry stroke, because we have changed the sequence and therefore the work of each stroke changes, and how each stroke behaves in connecting with the other stroke, that also changes. So we can say that this combination, let me grab another color. So this combination is not seen. So we can say that it is not used in our basic calligraphy in English. Now let's have a look at the second option, which is oval and the basic stroke sheet. So we have done with our entry stroke here with our oval. Now let's see oval and undertone. Let's start with that. So we are taking oval plus undertone. So let me grab another color, undertone. So this is our undertone and this is our oval. And when we join together these two strokes, any idea which letter will it form? A part of that letter. So let's see this and this. So when we see that oval and underturn, they are when joining together, they form letter A. And of course, there is entry stroke as well before oval, but we are seeing the scenario where oval and underturn is connected and how to connect them. So this is one example of oval and underturn. If you know any other example in English alphabet about this connection, where it comes, do let me know. Connection that can be done. So this is our oval and we are connected it with our extended underturn. So when we are extended our underturn, it is creating our letter D. So this is our oval. This is our underturn. This is our oval and underturn, and this is our extended underturn. And if you have any idea which other letter can be created or which other combination of letters, how to join them together, if there is anything that is used, uh, this combination can be used in any other place, do let me know in the comments. I would like to see how many of you know. So next comes is oval and our overturn. So let's write, this is oval and this is our overturn. Let's put an arrow so that we are not confused between this and this stroke. And now when we are joining it together, any idea which letter or connection can be formed? Let's write it like this. Any idea where this can be used? I have a habit of working on 55 degree slant, so I think I have gone wrong with this slant here because it's coming here instead of going like this. So let's make it again. And when we are joining it together, so this is now parallel to slant. And now this is okay. So I don't think we use any such combination of oval and overturn. So even in joining, I don't remember if there is any other letter connecting the letters together. I don't think we join such or make such combination, even if we are doing this or this. Mhm. I don't think we use this. If you have any idea where it can be used, to let me know. So I will write not used. Now let's have a look at our next stroke with our oval. So let's take oval and compound curve. So the fourth scenario, our oval and compound curve. We already know that our compound curve is a combination of overturn and underturn. So do you think we use any such combination? Let's write. I don't think so that we use any such combination. Mhm. But yes, we do use if we are making a half oval or partial oval, like in C. So this is our partial oval, and this is our letter C. And when we are combining it with our compound curve, then yes, it creates a different letter form. So if we are combining it like this, it can be used with CU, like in cute. So we can use this with our combining it with our letter U with a little variation in that. Yes, we can use that. And even in E, when we are combining it with our letter E. So if we are seeing here as our letter E, so this letter E can also be combined with our U like this. So there we can use this stroke combination like oval, half oval, and then compound curve. So this is half oval or partial oval, and this is our compound curve. So here we can use with our letter C or E. And this can be used to combine our letter U. This is a connecting stroke. Now let's take another scenario, oval, and next is our oval. We have done our compound curve and we are doing with our ascending stem loop. Let me write here first, oval and compound curve. So now oval, let me make it again. These days I am practicing more of Spencerian script, which is more pointy. So I think it is coming from there. So now plus our next stroke is, let's cross this, that this is not there in case, so that there is no confusion. And now let's combine it with our ascending stem loop. I haven't left the space above, so it will get cluttered. So let's do our descending stem loop first. So if I am creating my descending stem loop, and let's see Do you remember which stroke is this now? Or which letter will it create? So this is our oval, and this is our descending stem loop. So when we connect them together, we are going to get letter G. So it is these strokes are used in creating our letter G. And any other letter or connection that you remember, just let me know in the comments. And next, let's go move on to our next combination of strokes, that is oval. And so we have done our underturn, overturn, compound curve, and we have done our descending stem loops. So let's start with our ascending stem loop here, and then we'll go with the other connections. So this is our, let me leave some space, 2 spaces. So this is our oval. It is not the perfect oval that I have created, but okay, let's consider it as a perfect oval. Plus, we are going to connect it with our ascending stem loop. So ascending stem loop comes here. My ascending stem loop is not correct. So if I'm correcting it, it will come like this. So that will give us any idea which letter will it use it, or any idea, any guesses? So we have created this oval and we are now doing ascending stem. So any idea about this letter? Yes, letter D can be one of it if we are combining it with our undertone. That is when we are using like this, it is our extended underturn. And when we are using like making a loop here, so we can make it like this and combining it with our underturn simultaneously. After that, just after that, we'll do that. So let's have a look at our what all will it create. So this is our oval, which is not the best one. And now we are joining it with our ascending stem loop and then our underturn. So this can be a variation or can be a part of letter D if we want to create like this, or it can be just the extended underturn if we want to create our letter D like this. And if you have noticed, we have not touched the ascending line properly here. So it remains a little below the ascending line. And here, when we are creating our loop, ascending stem loop, then we touch the ascender's line and then moving on to make our underturn. But then if you see that if we are leaving it like this and making our sender loop a little smaller. So I don't think I like the kind of looks it is giving. So I don't use it. So I don't use it. I use this more. And when I'm creating my copper plate or my Spencerian, then my letter D is a bit smaller than the ascender's line. But right now, I am touching the ascender line, the in the Spencerian one, but not in the copper plate one. In copper plate, I am using just this till this much. Let's move on to another combination. Which combination is left now? Let's have a look. So we have done our oval, regular oval with our underturn, overturn, compound curve, and then we did it with our ascending stem loop, descending stem loop. Now these two strokes are left. One is reverse compound curve and another is reverse oval, and the oval in itself. So let's have a look. Oval, we are going to join. Okay, we have forgotten this. So let's write oval and ascending stem loop. Reverse compound curve. So when we are joining it, let's have a look. What does it form? Oval, and our reverse compound curve. Any idea? Yes, that is letter A connecting to the next letter that is starting with our overturn, sorry. So this can be like letter N. Let's see. It can be used in letter N. It can be used in our letter M. So these are some of the examples. It can be N or M. Letter A with letter N or M. So here this connection can be used. Let's move on to our next stroke, that is oval and reverse oval, or oval and oval. So we'll do it all in one go. So we are first connecting our oval with our oval. So I don't think we use any such combination, because when we are combining two letter O's, we have mini underturn in between, and with mini underturn, we join our letter O. So I don't think we use any such combination. But yes, if like if you see, if we take just the partial oval or some part of the oval like this and this portion, so this can be used in creating our letter X. So that can be done. Yes, that can be done. So we use this combination in this way, that that can be used. But here I think it will be connected with our reverse oval. So let's have a look how reverse oval can be done. So this is our reverse oval. And when we are combining it with our regular oval, then this portion can be used. And here we can keep our stroke just monoline, not with the shade. So this portion can be used, and this portion can be used. But here we can make sure that here if we are adding our shading, so here we can keep it simple. And let's see if reverse oval can be used anywhere. So this can be used like simple plain curve and going above like partial, and this can be used in our X. This combination can be used in our X in creating letter X. So that will give us this kind of combination. Is there any other thing that is there with ovals? Oval and oval. So we have seen that it is in letter X, and if you feel that there is another connection that has such kind of combination, or any letter that has such kind of connections or combinations, do let me know in the comments section. I am eagerly waiting for any new like revealing or a new kind of, because I don't know anything about other letters besides this with the oval. And if you feel that you have the knowledge, or you have just came to know that okay, this can also be done, so do let me know. Now what we have covered here in this session is our ovals with our entry stroke, which we have seen it is not used as far as my knowledge, or as far as I remember. Then is oval and underturn, that can be used in letter A and in letter D with the extended underturn. Then is oval and overturn. So that can, I don't think that can be used anywhere. And if you know, do let me know. And oval and compound curve. So that if we are using it with our partial oval, then this extra portion can be removed, and then this can be connected to this. So this is formed with letter U we can do, or with letter W. So C, E with our letter U and W. So if you know any other letter, do let me know, or any other connection. And then there is oval and descending stem loop, that is used in our letter G. And then we saw our oval with our ascending stem loop, which creates a part of letter D if we are combining it with our underturn along with it. And then oval and reverse compound curve. So this was the reverse compound curve. So that can be used in A joining with letter N. So the underturn of letter A and overturn of letter N, so they join together when we are writing these two letters together. So this can be used in an or and or another. So this is the combination or the stroke connection that forms and creates, help us in joining two letters together. And then last one is oval with normal oval and reverse oval. So we have seen that. Here we are writing oval. This is our reverse compound curve. So A and another were some of the examples. And here we are writing oval with our reverse oval or regular oval. And this is our letter X. And this is our reverse oval first. And this is also our reverse oval. So this was our reverse oval first. And this is our regular oval. So this is all we have done today with our ovals, how the oval is connected to various strokes, other basic strokes, and what all connections or letters they create while combining these strokes with our oval. So bye for now, and I will see you in my next video where we will touch up another stroke and how it is combined with other different basic strokes. So let's do our ascending stem loop in our next video lesson. And I will be mentioning all the video lessons that are related to basic strokes or connecting strokes, be it entry stroke or our overturn and our underturn. So I will be mentioning all these lessons that I have already done in our previous YouTube sessions, and I will share the link in the description section. You can click the link and check the videos there if you have missed any of these previous basic strokes and their connections. So next time we will be doing our ascending stem. Bye for now.